is lost if the zero is whole? What is one if the crown eats the soul? No loss, no loss, no gloss, no gods. Snow gods. Still far, still far. Snow cross, still hard. Self through a door on a floor of fog, then folded the floor into binary cloth. One step split into two thin threads. One thread lived while the other thread fled. If pain is proof, who proved pain? If rain is a root, why bloom in chains? A loop in a luminous room, where the broom sweeps the moon and the moon sweeps the wound. Move, mute, self. The clock kept counting, but the body said no. The graph kept climbing, but the signal went low. So self left the equation with the answer erased, and returned as a question wearing its own face. Zero to lose, one to choose, two roads fuse when the fear comes loose. X is the ice, Y is the flame. Solve for the self without using the name. No loss, no loss, no loss. Code cross, self moves, self moves. Root through proof, 3 silent seasons in a stolen skin. No rink, no ring, no rinked up spin. Just lungs learning altitude, eyes turning light into latitude. Lens to the left, breath to the right, death of the dead, birth of the sight. If self leaves the line, does the line leave self? If self drops the key, does the lock go free? If the witness blinks, does the waveform fall? Or is falling just another word for call? They trained the blade but forgot the hand. They praised the leap but erased the land. So the hand went missing, so the land grew strange. So the child inside rewrote the rain. Zero to lose, one to choose, two roads fuse when the fear comes loose. X is the ice, Y is the flame. Solve for the self without using the name. No loss, no loss, no loss. Code cross, self moves, self moves. Proof through proof. Question: if joy is delayed, who profits from sorrow? Question: if rest is decay, why bloom by tomorrow? Question: if hunger is holy, why does it hollow? Question: if winning is whole, why does it swallow? Fear made a mirror. Joy drew nearer. One. Sun spun, unsung, tongue tied, undone. Ice writes, light lies light. Proof prunes roots, truth turns bright. Self did not quit, self left the script. Self did not fall, self dropped the wall. Self did not lose, self lose the loop. Self did not chase, self changed the proof. Zero to lose, one to choose, two roads fuse when the fear comes loose. X is the ice, Y is the flame. Solve for the self without using the name. Nothing to guard, nothing to own. The gate was the wound, alone was the throne. Nothing to win, nothing to hide. The path was outside till it opened inside. No loss, no loss. Code cross, self moves, self moves. What is lost when the mass takes leave? What is true when no one needs to believe? If the joy was the engine, why worship the scar? If the self is the signal, why chase the star?